Hey everybody, thank you so much for clicking on my video to watch. For today's video, it's got nothing to do with these black lips. I know I'm wearing them again. I have a sick obsession, and even though they're popping out in your face right now, this video is going to be about all the different ways I use my primer oil. The one I have is from Smashbox. It's my favorite. You can use this oil or you can just use any oil you have. There is so many different ways you can use an oil, and I'm just showing you all the ways that I like to use them. I do every single one of these tips, and I really like how I can use my oil for multi-purposes because this one is a little bit on the pricey side, so the more reasons I can use it, the better, even though it is one of my favorite primers too. But before we get on into the video, please don't forget to subscribe and hit that little bell beside the subscribe button. That way you guys can get notified every time I upload a new video. Also, don't forget to like it if you enjoy these kind of how-to videos, and if you'd like to know all the ways I use my primer oil, then please just keep watching. Alright, so the primer we're using today is the primer oil by Smashbox, and the first step I'm going to do is take a very small amount because we're going to use this as our hair smoother. So you don't want to use too much, otherwise your hair will get greasy, and I'm just using my fingertips and the palms of my hands to run that through my hair and tame all my frizz. This oil is great for it, and it makes my hair look a little bit extra shiny. The next step is amazing if you have dry skin or if you just want a little bit extra hydration. So what I'm going to do is apply my face mask. This is a clay face mask by L'Oreal, and I'm just going to apply it everywhere that I want to. I usually apply it all over my face, but for this video I just kind of cut it down a little bit. And then once your face mask is completely dry, I like to put a little bit of oil right over top of it and kind of break it down a little bit. I don't take my face mask completely off with the oil, but when I do end up wiping it off with a towel after I massage the oil onto the mask, it ends up leaving my skin so moisturized and hydrated. I love this step because sometimes when you take off a clay mask, your skin can feel extra dry, and with this step, it does not. So the obvious step to use a primer oil is obviously to use it as a primer, so that's what I'm kind of doing right now. But you can also use this as a moisturizer, so basically working it into your skin the same way you would as if you were to use it as a primer. Just use it as a moisturizer instead in case you run out of moisturizer. This one is great for it because you only need a little bit since it is an oil. So you can use it as your hand cream, body cream, face cream, whatever you need moisturized. This part was completely not planned for the video, but I was like, hey, you can totally use it as a massage oil as well. So I quickly threw that little tip in there too. And then I also like to use it as a chapstick just to hydrate my lips in case I actually run out of chapstick. My lips are extremely dry, so I cannot run out of anything that needs to moisturize my lips, so I will always go to my oil in case I don't have any chapstick left. The next step is to mix an oil in with your foundation, especially if it's a full coverage foundation or if your skin is dry and your foundation is a little bit drying. So I specifically use the Maybelline Superstay foundation for this purpose because it is so full coverage. I have dry skin, so it kind of dries it out a little bit unless I use a primer oil. This oil basically just saves the day if I want to be full coverage, but I don't want to be dry. The next thing I almost always do is when I use a cream contour, I like to put a little bit of oil in it just because it makes it blend that much easier. Specifically, the Fenty Beauty matchsticks are pretty easy to blend, but I still like using an oil, especially if your cream products will dry out quickly. This is such a perfect step to do, so you don't have to be wasting your cream products when they dry out. You could probably use this in brow products too, as long as you use a very small amount. Okay, this next step is one of my favorites, and this is going to make your highlight just pop. So I'm placing the oil on my collarbones. Wow, ignore that. But anyways, I'm placing this on my collarbones and my shoulders. You could also place the oil on the shins of your legs and add the highlighter on top of that, and it makes them look really pretty and a little bit extra toned. So yeah, this basically just makes your highlighter pop so much. You could put this on your face. It might look a little bit too oily, so I just like to really stick to my collarbones, shoulders, and then on my legs, and it really just makes you pop and glow. And then the last step is actually just using it as a cuticle oil and helping moisturize your cuticles. Okay, well, that is it for the video. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. Those were just all the ways I like to use my primer oil. This is a really good product to use in case you run out of anything like your makeup remover, your hair smoother, or your moisturizer or chapstick. This can replace a lot of those things in case you run out, or in case you just wanted to use one product for all those things. Don't forget to subscribe before you leave and like this video if you enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!